darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. One moment. Today is Thursday, February 19th, 2026. Today I'm going to be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. Before I get started, as with yesterday, I want to apologize for being gone for the past 2 weeks. I had some life stuff to take care of, but I'm back now. I also, as you may well notice, I'm not playing World of Warcraft Classic today. The reason being, Blizzard has kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I'm testing out a slightly different schedule with slightly different games. Yesterday we played Guild Wars 2. First time ever playing that game. I kind of like it. Today, instead of WoW Classic, yesterday would have been WoW Retail, so I played Guild Wars 2 instead of WoW Retail. Today, I'm playing Minecraft Bedrock Edition instead of WoW Classic. Tomorrow is going to be Magic Friday, where we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena. The reason for the schedule change is, well, Blizzard kind of pissed me off 2 weeks ago with their unannounced scheduled maintenance server shutdown, which there was no announcement until about 10 minutes after the server got shut down. It just, boom, shut down. I mean, there was the in-game countdown, but still, it was like, why are they doing this on a Wednesday when their scheduled maintenance is supposed to be on Tuesdays? I mean, that's why I started playing WoW, Retail WoW on Wednesdays and Classic WoW on Thursdays, is because the server shutdown kept interrupting my streams. Now, had it been actually announced prior to the shutdown, even an hour or two prior to the shutdown, I would have been like, okay, shorter stream today. But no, they didn't announce the shutdown at all. I was mid-stream when the countdown timer started. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'm not playing World of Warcraft anymore on my stream because Blizzard is so inadequate in their communication with their player base. I'll just drop playing World of Warcraft for a while. So again, that's what I'm doing now, starting this week, and I want to say maybe till the end of March, give or take. We'll see how things go. If Blizzard it gets a little less non-communicationist or whatever, however you want to say it. If they decide to actually communicate better with the player base, I might go back to playing World of Warcraft. I might even drop Minecraft altogether just because I found a deck in Magic Arena that's really kicking butt. I mean, in the few days since I re-downloaded Magic the Gathering and had to restart my entire account because my old account disappeared, and my old deck disappeared, I found this really great mono white aggro deck that with some personal flavor modifications has really been kicking butt. I mean, I've only been playing that deck for about a week now, and I'm already into Plat 4. So, yeah, it's a decent deck. But I digress. I'll be playing that tomorrow. Today, Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright. I'll get this iron ore later. I want to finish this. Today, no, I do apologize. Today, I'm just getting back into the swing of things, so. But, maybe next week. Next Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific time. But this week, I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things because, like I said, I've been off for 2 weeks. It was, just a lot of life stuff happening that I had to take care of. My VA disability claim is now in the hands of the Veterans Law Judge, which I'm super excited about that because it will hopefully be a 100% disability rating, which is going to be a huge bump for me and my wife financially. We're going to be able to move out of this apartment. We're going to be able to get our own house. Yeah. Still dealing with the chest congestion, though. But yeah, we're planning on getting our own house. We're closer to a military base that has a huge gaming like esports arena type thing, which is really awesome. I'm going to be starting work on my Veterans Readiness and Employment program, where I'm going to be learning not only design software for like video editing and just graphic design, but I'm also going to be learning like audio engineering and voiceover work. I'm going to be starting a career in voice acting, which is really cool because the VA has this really cool program called Veterans Readiness and Employment, VRNE, and they help veterans get started with self-employment when self-employment makes sense for the veterans' disabilities. For me, that's lower lumbar arthritis, which sucks because it means I really can't stand for long periods of time. And in order to sit for long periods of time, I need a more ergonomic chair, which the VRD is going to fund, which is cool. They're also going to fund not only my training, but also the gear I need to set up a home studio for the voiceover work. So I'll be able to do my voiceover recording and my voice acting recording at home, which is really awesome because that means I'm going to be getting a super high-end, provided I get my disability claim increase and everything, but I'm going to be getting a super high-end workstation with an AMD 9950 X3D CPU, an NVIDIA RTX 5080 graphics card, 64 gig of RAM, 360 millimeter AIO, and the system integrator that I chose which the VA or the VRNE program is familiar with working with, is familiar with, and has approved them as a system integrator for workstation PCs in the past. They will only install 3 SSDs. And the largest hard drive they have for available for the case or for the motherboard I chose is an 8 terabyte hard drive. So I'm skipping their hard drive. I'm getting 2 additional SSDs and a 16 terabyte Seagate Ironwolf for archiving footage and old projects. I'm going to end up with, I want to say, 18 terabytes of SSD. That's 2 terabytes for the operating system and any of the design programs. 1 4 terabyte SSD for all the games. 1 4 terabyte SSD for all of my voiceover work. 1 4 terabyte SSD for all of my YouTube video editing projects and graphic design projects, and 1 4 terabyte SSD for all of my DRM free movies that I have. I have a old laptop that has a metric butt ton of movies that I've ripped from DVDs that I own or did own at one point. But that laptop's just been sitting there with that library of movies and nowhere for me to legitimately put them. So having them on the desktop computer will be nice, because then I'll be able to, since I never shut down my main rig anyway, I'll be able to run that SSD with the movie library as a NAS, basically. I mean, not officially a NAS, but just I'll be able to sit in my living room with my Roku and be able to be like, let's see what's on my drive, and just pick movies off of my hard drive. I'm also going to be getting a new computer desk, 2 more monitors, because the graphics card that I am getting for this workstation is going to since it's a 5080, it's going to have 1 HDMI port and 4 display ports. So of course, I'm going to need 2 more DisplayPort monitors. My main gaming monitor, the one that I'm looking at, that you're seeing the game here on, is a DisplayPort monitor. So I'm going to get 2 more. One's going to be a 24-inch monitor that's going to sit vertically and be where you guys live while I'm streaming. And then another 27-inch monitor, which is going to be where OBS lives for, stream health and everything. And then, of course, 3 monitor setup, I'll definitely be able to have multiple programs open at once, doing editing work and all that. but I need a much bigger desk. The desk I have right now is exceptionally cramped with two monitors, the display port main monitor and the HDMI port HD TV that I have, which I'm still going to plug in to the HDMI port on the graphics card. Then I'm also going to get a 4 HDMI input capture card. Hold on, I have to switch to creative mode for a moment here. But yeah, I'm going to get a 4 HDMI input capture card because the plan is to expand my studio from just doing Twitch streaming. I'm going to start doing a YouTube show. Oh, I didn't want to quit. I wanted to go into settings. But yeah, I'm going to be doing, eventually I'm going to be moving into doing like a sit-down interview type show on YouTube, as well as a live play D&D video podcast. So, and then I'm going to be getting a bunch of high-end cameras for that purpose. I'm also going to be getting basically all the gear I need to eventually to run not only my Twitch stream but also these video podcasts. And then it's not officially part of my VRNE self-employment plan because I kind of thought it was a little too much. But I'm also going to start building up a 3D printing farm. And I'm going to start printing D&D accessories, minis, terrains, stuff like that. Cosplay fantasy weapons, and foam blaster parts. And then I'm going to eventually open up a sports center similar to, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the YouTuber Linus Tech Tips. Linus Sebastian, the main guy from that, he opened up a sports center for a badminton center in BC, Canada, called Smash Champs. Well, I want to do something similar, but with foam blaster combat. So, basically a pro level Nerf arena instead of badminton. And then I want to be able to incorporate, like he did, into my sports arena, my little sports center. I want to incorporate a cyber cafe. Of course, that's, like at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years out from now. But yeah. And then my wife and I are planning on, or hopefully planning on, once everything goes well, my VA disability appeal, my VRNE training, SSVF paying for us to move closer to the military base. Well, helping us to move. They won't actually pay for the move, but they'll help us move. SSVF, I don't remember exactly what it stands for, but it's basically a housing assistance program for veterans, which I will talk about more in 5 minutes. Right now we have an ad break incoming, so I'm going to take a 5-minute break, run some ads. When I come back from the break, we'll have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we'll keep going. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Directly from W, that way, you're saving 10% and you're helping me out. I did want to thank Country 1992 for the follow. Where are the marks of Kill Jaden?
I am out of range.
Jeez, what is the drop rate of a mark of Kill Jaden? Alright, well. We're almost there. We're almost out.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking the...
A new campaign, and I'm playing I'm going to be eventually playing. We're starting at level 1, but I'm going to eventually be playing a Hexblade Swordsbard. It's a combination of Hexblade Warlock and Swordsbard. It is wicked cool. Let's just say it. Okay, I like this. I like this. We'll throw out Dismal Backwater first. Then we'll throw out an island and Boot Nipper. this out. Keep moving. Take out this basilisk. All right, we're back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor is, of course, W Energy. W Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar, which is great for diabetics. Just good, clean energy with lots of really awesome flavors. Today's flavor of choice is, of course, Galaxy Grenade. It is a watermelon, guava, lime flavor. Really delicious. I have it here mixed into some pure leaf unsweet green or unsweet iced tea, not green tea, regular iced tea. If you want to get some for yourself, just head over to dubby.gg. That's dubby.gg. Use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. A quick serving suggestion, in addition to being able to mix the powder into anything, not just water, add a little bit of honey to it. It adds a really great flavor and helps stabilize the powder in the your liquid of choice, so you don't have to shake it up, or in my case with my mixer cup here, mix it up as often or as vigorously. Again, that's w.gg, promo code MACRO1, and save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself, again, a great energy drink I guarantee you're going to love. Delicious. All right, back to the game. Stupid bug. All right. Let's see here. One reason why I really, really want to get out of this apartment complex is a lot of my neighbors are really, really dirty people. And we keep getting bugs. It's severe. We currently have a severe gnat infestation right now that we're dealing with. I have bug traps, homemade bug traps that really do work. But it's just, they're all over the place. And it's really freaking annoying. So, but yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about SSVF. It is a VA adjacent program that helps veterans that are either experiencing a housing crisis, right, or shortly after the things started clearing up with the events of 2020. My wife and I were severely behind on rent, and SSVF got us current on our rent, which was super helpful. They also help with getting veterans into permanent housing as well. Unlike with rentals, if you're buying a home, they don't actually act as a realtor. They basically help with moving costs, such as, getting a mover to help with packing up our stuff, any costs associated with turning on utilities and stuff like that. They even help with basic necessities like furniture, because most of our furniture is just, you know, used junk. We're hoping to maybe, you know, get a new couch for the living room and you know, basic stuff. Maybe a bed for the spare room. Or not spare room. Well, it doesn't really matter. Basically, they're going to be helping us get into the new house. Which is super awesome. Soon as it gets down to 3 bubbles, I'm going to jump back into the fresh air. Yep. There we go. So yeah, new house coming soon. Employment assistance with getting a voice acting career off the ground. Which I am ecstatically excited about. And, you know, new gear for my self-employment plan. And it's just going to be a really, really easy transition. My wife's going to be able to quit her current job and focus on her plans to concentrate on gig economy work with DoorDash as the main focus. And a couple of other programs she's, you know, gig economy companies she's looking at working for. And of course, you know, my voiceover work. We were initially going to consider moving to Cumberland, Maryland, because it would allow us to be close to family. But we're kind of leaning away from that because of the realization that with 100% VA disability comes access to military installations for things like shopping at the exchange and the commissary. And the base that we're going to be moving close to also has a auto skills center, which would allow me to learn how to do car repairs. Which car repairs have been a huge financial burden for us in the past. But not any more. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. Yep. Fresh air time. So, yeah. Plus, moving to the Mideast or the Midwest would be for my plans to get into the voice acting industry. So, by sticking around this area, the Pacific Northwest, you know, right in the middle of the area for that would be beneficial for things like I know Microsoft's around here, Nintendo is around here, stuff like that. So big opportunities that I won't get in the Midwest. Oops. Let's see here. But yeah. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get to be a voice actor for video games and animation. And I'm gonna get to expand my content creator business. You know, creating content for you guys. So, yeah. That's what's going on in my life right now. And is one of the main reasons why I took 2 weeks off. I wanted to make sure to have the time to take care of all of that. Putting together the paperwork and the proposals for the employment opportunity. That was a big part of it. sworn I saw some ore. Ah, there it is. Let's grab this real quick. Then we have an ad break incoming, so we'll take a quick 5-minute break. Run more ads, and then when we come back, we will keep going. I'm probably not going to stream for the full 2 hours today. Like I said, I'm just getting back into the swing of things, so I don't want to overload and burn out. So, get set up for the next part. Alright, gonna take a quick 5-minute break, run another set of ads. When I come back, we'll keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Watch, I'll have like one drop and then suddenly 2 more drop and then none will drop at all.
Quest complete.
Oh, there we go.
Peace, friend. We shall meet again.
You know what? Work my way up to All-Star.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
You know what? There's a helmet. Okay, I lose 34 strength and 35 critical strike rating, but I gain 31 stamina and 33 hit rating. No. That's not worth. That's not worth it. I mean, I even... Nice. Okay. So I'm just looking around, searching for hidden doors. Okay. Oh. Before I forget. And let's go ahead and repair gear. Pretty close match, though, and I appreciate that it was a close match. Yep, pizza time. Alright, let's put this out. Alright. I'm not seeing anything. Because if I can get my dental work done in a timely manner, I can continue to make content for you guys to enjoy. I am also considering taking on a intern to act not, maybe they'll bring it back next year. But for right now, it's probably sold out, but it's good. If you haven't tried W yet, you can go to w.gg, use promo code MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order and help support the channel. Get yourself some decent energy drink. Called by the Grave is useless. But I'm wanting Soul Drain because I'm realizing that Soul Drain is the perfect answer to Malice. I mean, yes, it shuts down my Grave Keeper's recruiters, but it shuts down. That's what I like. Alright, we are back from the break. Let's keep it going. So what we're doing here is we're making sure that my tunnel stays intact, and the reason I'm doing this double layer for the ceiling is so that we don't have any drippy drips coming through. Oops. Let's get some fresh air before we start drowning. Okay. Let's jump back in for some fresh air. And this is just a temporary wall. All right. Remove this water barrier. Oops. Put in this water barrier. that water barrier, install the next one. And after this, we'll head back up to the surface to empty out the gathered materials. And then we'll... Oh, gotta get some fresh air. There we go. Got some thunder going. Oh, more fresh air. Oh, fresh air. And the reason why I'm able to last so long is because my helmet has Respiration 3 and Aqua Affinity. My chest doesn't have any. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna have to find a way to enchant my chest with that. And then the iron boots have Depth Strider 3. Those enchantments are what allow me to move so quickly and easily while underwater. Without instantly drowning. So like I said, once I have finished this last little bit here, so this bit here and this bit here, once I'm done with that, I'll head back up to the surface and offload my materials. Let's get fresh air. Oh, I totally forgot to clean up that other water barrier. Go. Oh, let's get the torches in. Don't want to be working in the dark. Okay. Alright. Now once we're done with this section, we will, like I said, head back up to the surface, offload the materials that we've collected so far, and then probably call it a day from there. I do want to make one quick stop before heading back up to the surface, though. I want to double check where we are on this tunnel. Because I don't want to set up for another tunnel. Because I know we just finished this room. But I want to see what room number we're on. And then check the other side to see what room number we're on the other side. Alright, so this is room 10. I love this tram system. So we're on room 10 on the left-hand side. I just want to check what room we're on the right-hand side. So I know if I need to do one more room on the left-hand side before switching back over to the right-hand side, or if we can switch over to the right-hand side. And these signs are, the hanging signs are perfect for marking what room we're in. Alright, I'm gonna have to take care of that issue later. See, this side is mostly underwater. The other side is mostly under rock. So, under stone. So we don't have to worry about flooding the tunnels as much on the other side. But it's still a good idea to set up the water barrier so you don't accidentally flood the tunnel. Just flip the switch for the track. We're gonna go to the other side. See, this side was littered with geodes. Giant room-sized geodes. Sorry. Last couple of nights I haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep. Another cool benefit of the 100% VA disability is going to be being able to get a service dog for when I go out in public. Right now with my PTSD and my anxiety, I have a hard time dealing with being out in public. I get a lot of panic attacks. So being able to get a service dog that can alert to the panic attacks help with like compression therapy to calm me down will be really helpful. I also, because I have, because I am diabetic, the service dog will need to be cross-trained to alert to when there's changes in my blood sugar. This is room 10. Make sure I don't, go in a diabetic shock or anything from having too much sugar or not having enough sugar. Alright, so this is room 11. So we have one more room on the left-hand side to complete. And then we'll switch back over to the right-hand side, do one room, switch back over to the left-hand side, do one room, and just bounce back and forth between the two. Like I said, geodes. That black and white stone that you see, the black stone and the white stone together, that is the remnants of geodes that I've tunneled through. One thing that I come across quite often as a difficulty with, and specifically with the ADHD, is that my brain is wired differently than a neurotypical. And so things like caffeine tend to have an opposite effect on me. One reason why on stream days, shortly after finishing downloading the VOD for the day and then re-uploading it to YouTube, I have a tendency to crash pretty quickly. Because as long as I'm consuming it, the caffeine does help keep me awake. But as soon as I stop drinking, I crash. Alright, so now we're just gonna head back up to the surface. The switch track is now set, so when I come back down, I'll go immediately to the left. I really want to board up these extra rooms. Just so it helps with, knowing that I don't get off at any point until I get to the end point. Eventually, I'm going to run out of room down here. What I might want to do is start transferring the excess cobblestone that's still down here back up to the surface to the cobblestone storage facility. Which I will show you in just a moment here. Because we do have to visit the cobblestone storage facility. And offload the cobblestone that we picked up. And here, I'll give you a quick tour of it. So, go to the left, and all of this is cobblestone, going to be cobblestone storage. The majority of these chests are currently sitting empty, with the exception of these first 4. And then if you go this way, there's another entire floor. And the entire facility is designated for cobblestone. What I might do is keep adding floors using the material that is meant to be stored in those floors. So the first 2 floors, all cobblestone. The next 2 floors would be all that I have for the next type of stone. Alright, we got those running. Let me get rid of that. We're going to go to settings, survive, or go to creative. We're going to move these pickaxes over. We're going to get rid of this thing of torches. We're going to add another pickaxe. And then a fresh stack of torches. Go back to survival. There we go. And then once one of these stacks are done, I'm going to toss in my wet sponges to dry them out. Which I am so glad I discovered that you can throw wet sponges into a furnace and dry them out using the furnace. I'm not saying I'm the first one to discover this, it's just on my own personal journey through my Minecraft, without even looking it up, I discovered that you can throw wet sponges into a furnace and dry them out into regular sponges again. do this for a few more minutes. About 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna call it for the day. Keep those lava buckets going. Thankfully, I have a nether a nether portal nearby, which gives me access to pretty much an unlimited supply of lava. Alright, about 2 more minutes here. Ugh. There's gotta be a faster way to smelt ore than using lava buckets in furnaces. Gonna have to do some research and find out what the fastest method is for smelting ore. About 30 more seconds, give or take. Okay. That is gonna just about do it for me today, folks. Like I said, I'm ending it here about a half hour early, just because I've been away for a while. I'm just getting back into the groove. Go ahead and snooze those. So yeah, as I said at the beginning, my current schedule as it is right now is going to be Wednesdays instead of Retail WoW, Guild Wars 2. And then Thursdays is going to be Minecraft. Fridays I'll be playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Saturdays will still be Star Wars The Old Republic. Sundays will still be Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And Mondays will still be Dungeons & Dragons Online. And then, we'll see how things go. If the new schedule works, I'll officially change it on my Twitch page. and if it doesn't work, we'll just revert back to the existing schedule as it stands on my Twitch page. So, yeah. Really appreciate y'all that swing by to chat with me or just watch. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to the Unknown VR for swinging by and chatting. Sorry I didn't bring you in, but like I said, I'm just getting back into the swing of things after a 2-week break. Maybe next week, maybe I'll set up an area where you can come in and kind of do what you want. Maybe I'll give you one of the villages nearby to do with as you wish. So tomorrow, like I said, Magic the Gathering Arena. Gonna be climbing the rank play ladder in Magic Arena. Currently at Plat 4. Hopefully I can get higher. It's been a bit of a drag at Plat 4 because that's where some of the more adept deck builders tend to end up, is in Plat 4. So till tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace out. Stay frosty. Have a great day, and please stick around for the raid.
And this is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.